Hello, I'm Deputy Mayor Michael Reddy, and alongside with me is our Council President Jim Gotbout and our City Clerk Richard LeBlanc, and we are here to present a Compassionate City certificate to a very, very special person to my right, which is Ryan. But before we get to tell you why and the reasons we're here to present that with Ryan, we want to introduce Denise, who is part of the story that Ryan's going to explain, and also Lynn, who happens to be Ryan's mother. So we have a certificate for Ryan that we're going to present, but we want Ryan to explain what heroic efforts he did to earn this certificate. So Ryan, could you please tell the folks at home what you did?
Of course. It was just a regular day. I was on my way home from the gym, and I took the long route home, and I turned the corner to see smoke coming from one of the houses, and when I turned I noticed that there was flames coming out of a roof, and I pulled into the driveway quickly, and that's when I was able to contact 911. And after a short conversation with them, I noticed that there was a sign on the door that said, in case of emergency, there's animals inside. So I quickly checked the doors and noticed the side door was unlocked, and that's when I entered my way in and to make sure all the puppies got out safe through all the doors and out of their cages.
Well, Ryan's being a little modest, so we're going to have Denise happened to be the one whose house caught on fire and whose animals that Ryan rescued. So Denise, can you tell us how many that Ryan rescued and the impact it's had on your last couple of days?
So I was getting text messages that emergency, your house is on fire, and I was on my way home from dinner, and I got there, and fire trucks everywhere, emergencies everywhere. I didn't know what had happened, but the first thing I seen was these guys, and they got the dogs. They said they got all the dogs out, and there was a total of 7 puppies. 5 of them were 5 weeks old, and 2 of them were 4 days old. And I had the mamas there and a couple that I was babysitting and 2 of my own, and all 13 of them were escaped out the back door wall and up and over the fence to Lynn, and that's when I arrived, and the fire department said that everybody was out, and so I really lucked out, and like I said, we had a heroes party for him last Saturday, and that was because he saved all those dogs. There's thousands of people in the Wheaton world, and he's a part of their lives now.
Well, thank you, Denise, and we're sorry that you had an unfortunate incident at your home, but it turned out to be a real win and a real heroic effort on Ryan's part.
He's a hero to a lot of people, to 13 families.
Well, that's why we're here. Is we're going to present Ryan with a certificate on behalf of Mayor Wild, City Council, and the City Clerk's office. But real quick before we do that, Ryan, I understand that you're going to school to get in the nursing field, and you might want to consider, as a former first responder, which I am, is you may want to consider being a firefighter, because you've already got the job down, and you've already had an incredible save, and wonderful. What a great thing you did for our community and what you did for Denise and her dogs. And then maybe if we could have your mom just say a few words about yourself, and we'll present you with the certificate.
I'm very proud of what you've done, how you reacted so calmly and in control. You really took it step by step in the right order, and I really commend you for saving all those lives without even thinking twice, asking for help, having me come down and help you, and you stayed all the way until Denise had those dogs in cages and saved. Yep. I'm really proud of you.
Left at 11:30 at night. He was there with me.
He was helping set up cages. He was making sure they were all safe, made sure they all had water, made sure they were all calm, and made sure they were all safe. And he just took charge, and there was no looking back. I'm very proud of you.
Well, thank you, Lynn. You've raised a good boy there. So, if we can have the council president and the clerk please present you with your certificate of compassion, Ryan. Again, this is from Mayor Wild, myself, City Council, and the City Clerk's office.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ryan.
And again, thank you for your heroic efforts, and we appreciate everything you did. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
When a neighbor drove by this house, he noticed it was on fire, so he knocked on the door to see if anyone was inside. Little did he know there were several puppies needing his help.
I'd say that he was my hero. and he saved all my babies.
Cats may have 9 lives, but these dogs have at least 2, thanks to 21-year-old neighbor Ryan Dobney. When Denise Daniels' home on Grandview in Westland caught fire, Ryan happened to be driving by.
I saw smoke when I was turning the corner.
He had no idea that inside was not 1,
There's 2.
not 3, but there were 13 dogs, including 7 puppies, 2 of them just 5 days old. Denise has lived here breeding and showing dogs for 35 years. She was out to dinner when an attic fan sparked the fire. Denise rushed home when she got the call.
I was freaking out.
Ryan pounded on the front door when he saw this sign. That's when he made his way in.
I noticed they were all in cages. I had to get them all out.
Firefighters arrived and saved the last 2 5-day-old puppies.
30 seconds after he was in there, the ceiling came down on him.
Luckily, nobody, pup or person, was hurt. Denise and the dogs are now showing their gratitude.
He saved your life. He saved your life, Jenny.
Hello.
They wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Ryan.
Ryan is studying to be a nurse, but now he can say he's already saved lives.
I just want to thank you so much for saving all these babies, and I just can't thank you enough.
I'm really glad I was able to help them all out.
Right now, Denise is unclear how much damage was done inside her home. She'll find out in the next few weeks, but she's been told she won't be able to live here for another 3 to 6 months. As for Ryan, she plans on thanking him in a special way.